This is Ring Warriors TV, and we're diving into the big questions for the week. Here's what we're going to be talking about. Does Brandon Moreno deserve another title shot after his dominant win against Amir Albazi? Are Rose Namajunas' days contending for a belt over? And is it time for the UFC to strip Belal Muhammad? We're going to talk about all this and more. This is Ring Warriors TV. I'm Luke Too Sick. Remember, baby, keep those hands up. All right, y'all, coming to you live from my home gym, Miami, Florida, the lab I like to call it. Welcome to Ring Warriors TV, your weekly breakdown of everything in combat sports. And we cover it all here, guys, from professional wrestling to boxing to even MMA. This weekend, UFC took the center stage, and that was with a UFC fight night. We had two legends return to the octagon in action. We'll talk about it real soon, but real quick, just let's pay the bills real quick. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, make sure you comment on the video below. Get it popping in the algorithm. We're creating a little community here, one that's based solely on the thing we love most, and that's
violence.
All right, let's get into it and talk UFC. Brandon Moreno, the two-time flyweight champ. Well, my man came back in action over the weekend, and he left no doubt, absolutely dismantling Amir Albazi. Moreno was absolutely relentless with his jabs, just picking Albazi apart, leaving him battered by the final bell. Honestly, you kind of felt bad towards the end. I had Moreno effectively winning every round. His stand-up just looked that crisp. This win adds another notch to Moreno's record. He's now third all-time in wins for UFC flyweights. Now with the victory, Moreno's clearly making an argument for another title shot. But if you ask me, does he deserve it? In my opinion, he deserves to have another high-profile win first before he gets a title shot. Now, who could that next match be up against? And if you ask me, I'm looking for a third Brandon Royval fight. Now, we all know what happened in their last fight. Royval ended up winning by decision. Some people had a problem with that, but in my opinion, I thought it was well earned. I thought Royval landed the cleaner and the harder punches. Now, they have to run it back for a third time. We all know Moreno won the first. And another big win here, especially against Royval, the guy he just lost to, this definitely gets him back into the title picture. Now, Pantoja, well, he responded to the fight over the weekend, basically saying on Twitter, "Good fight, my sons." Already talking trash, man. So you tell me, do you think Moreno should get the Royval rematch, or is there another guy in the division that you'd like to see him face? Answer in the comments below. Also, in the co-main event, we had Erin Blanchfield. Well, she took on former strawweight champion Rose Namajunas. And Blanchfield, after a slow start, well, she picked up the pace in the final 3 rounds, clinching a unanimous decision, 48-47 across the board. Rose, well, she opened strong. She used her stand-up to keep Blanchfield at bay, but by round 3, she began to tire. Blanchfield figured out the distance, and started getting her takedowns. This opened opportunities for her strikes in round 4, and then in round 5, she basically wrestled her way to victory. And now I know people had some problems with how Blanchfield won. They thought the last round was kind of boring. And if you're one of the people saying that, I think you're a noob fan. I mean, this is MMA, and just like boxing is a chess game, MMA, that's a chess game using all limbs, all right? Limbs that you can break, all right? So if anybody has a problem with someone wrestling their way to victory, they're just new to the sport. Don't listen to them. Now with the victory, Blanchfield bounces back after her loss to Manon Fiorot. She's now calling for a fight with Alexa Grasso, and this is a fight that I actually would love to see. It's not a title fight, and I actually like that from Blanchfield. I never really think someone should be calling for a title fight after they've lost and they've won in their comeback fight. I just don't think it should happen. They should build some more momentum. So Blanchfield versus Grasso, I think, is a great fight for those two at this time. Now, if they do fight, I would have to give the advantage to Blanchfield. I just think she has the advantage when it comes to grappling and wrestling. If we use past fights as an example, Grasso, in her last fight with Shevchenko, she really showed no takedown defense. And I think Blanchfield, well, we've seen her grappling. We've seen with her striking, she's able to engage in the grappling using her striking. So I think this could be a bad night for Grasso moving forward. If she wins that fight, then she'll be in the title picture. All right, guys, the other big story of the week. Now, you tell me, should Belal Muhammad be stripped of his title after pulling out of his UFC 310 defense with Shavkat Rakhmonov? Now, I'm joking. Honestly, I don't think he should be stripped, but someone who does is Conor McGregor. Yeah, in classic Conor fashion, he didn't hold back, mocking Belal on Twitter. He basically says 0 takedowns, 0 knockdowns, no excitement, and now unreliable to show. Stripped, cut, infected fighter. Not one to stay silent, Muhammad fired back, calling McGregor a junkie. Now, funny? Yes, but there's bigger issues that are not being addressed, and that's a replacement for Shavkat Rakhmonov. Right now, the UFC hasn't mentioned a guy, and the question for me is, do we really expect Shavkat to take a replacement fighter? I mean, he's waited for this title shot for so long. I mean, why risk it with facing a replacement fighter that you weren't prepared for? So, you tell me, is there a fighter out there that you'd like to see Shavkat face? Is it smart for him to take a replacement fighter? If not, when can we see this match be made again? All right, guys, and we are almost there, less than 10 days from the big fight, the one we've all been waiting for. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, number 2. I'm just playing. Actually, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. And while that match is streaming for free on Netflix, if you're an absolute idiot, you can watch it with your friends for $2 million. It's called the MVP Owner's Experience. It includes a private suite just 6 feet from the ring, 10 tickets in prime seating, making it the closest guest seats allowed by Texas board regulators. And this package also includes perks like pre-fight locker room visits with the fighters, a chance to be on stage during weigh-ins, just a chance, autographed gloves, a personal concierge, bodyguards, hotel stays for your 10 guests, private car service, and a lot more. So like I said, if you're an absolute idiot, you'll probably buy this. I'm not going into the locker room to greet Mike Tyson before a fight. You want me to get knocked out? Now, all jokes aside, this is another example of boxing prices just gone absolutely wild. Someone out there, well, they'll buy these tickets, and when they do, tell them thank you, because next time, every ticket, well, they will all cost more, including the ones for regular fans, the true fans, guys like us. Boom, and that was it, y'all. Thank you for watching. That was Ring Warriors TV. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, again, and get that popping in the algorithm. Comment below. Let me know if I am full of ish, or let me know if you mess with my commentary. We'll have a lot more coming in the world of combat sports, whether that's wrestling, boxing, MMA, bio videos, history video, list of videos, fight reactions, and all that. Just make sure you are staying tuned. Remember, baby, keep those hands up.
Every time I wake up, shit feel the same. Got a million thoughts and they weighing on my brain. Sipping on my favorite liquor just to ease the pain, cause I feel like I'm crazy and desperate need to change. Making plans to move and talking state to state. Talking pounds and haze, medical high grade. Look how my eyes stay, what more can I say? How dare a nigga tell me that this rap won't work?